This is a trigger warning before I start. So, my partner watches the show Doom Patrol, which I'm pretty sure is on HBO Max. It's an app for HBO. So, it's kind of disguised as like a superhero, sort of like the reject, sort of like superheroes, like being the heroes, I guess. But all of the characters on there have had some sort of trauma that they've kind of like touched on here and there. Um, One in particular, her name's Jane, and she has DID. And I'm not sure all of her trauma, but I know that her dad was the source of most of her trauma, physically and sexually abusing her, and probably also psychologically abusing her. Because there's a lot that my partner understands that I may find triggering. So it's been sort of we're like spending time together in the same room, but I'm listening to music so I could avoid being triggered. But unfortunately, since I had some Wi Fi issues and I had stopped listening to music because I charged my phone for a little while, my music wouldn't start playing. So Jane is having a memory, and she's at a sex party, which she doesn't understand that it was a sex party. Her boyfriend at the time, I think it was her boyfriend or fiance or something, didn't really like share with her that like may have had this lifestyle, or this was like the theme of the party. Like I can tell just by her demeanor and her like concern for someone like trying like kissing her, and his disregard of her feelings about it, that this was something obviously was his lifestyle, and she was not made aware of it before. I'm not sure if he had known about her past, or if maybe because I didn't like completely get the history. I haven't watched a lot of the first season, but this happens in the second season, and I'm starting to realize that this may be a little bit much for me because he coerces her into going along with the situation. And then they are approached by a couple, and the woman of the couple sort of advances herself towards Jane. And she kind of, since she's convinced by her boyfriend that this is the way that he will accept her or give her love, and she wants to make him happy, she kind of goes along with it. Well, I stopped watching and I'm still trying my best to get my music or an audiobook to play on my phone, but it's buffering and it won't stop. Like it won't start playing. It won't like stop buffering. So I see that my partner is checking on me a couple of times, looking my way, and I still have my headphones on because I'm really trying to play some music no matter what it was, just for the sound. So I finally decide that since this is actually showing a sex scene, that it might be best if, since I'm assuming that she's dissociating by now, I need to get out of the room. So as I start to, like, I'm gathering my stuff, my phone and my headphones and stuff, and I'm trying to leave our living room, and I catch a glimpse of the television, and I realize that the person who is sexually advancing themselves on her, because she seems like she is a consenting party, but she's also a sexual abuse survivor, so she's just agreed to it, although she doesn't want to do it. The person that is having sex with her is like their face is now turned into her abuser, which was her dad. And the thing he said to her, which I'm not going to repeat because it's really upsetting and that's actually what triggered me, he said something to her that my abuser actually would say to me. And so, of course, I lost it. I couldn't get away fast enough. And I finally get my music to play, and I have a song, an older song by Lil Wayne playing like as loud as my headphones could handle it, and it's not calming me down, which would always pretty much calm me down or get me into another state of mind, but it's not working at all. Like my head, like my headspace is all my abuser's voice, and it was a flash of her abuser, but in my head it's my abuser, and it's sort of like, I guess, the same like face, I guess, like the face is haunting me and he's saying the exact same thing that he always said to me. And I can't stop crying. Like, it's every time I start to feel like that I don't need to cry anymore, I start back crying even harder. So my partner consoled me and told me all the things that I'm needed. I needed to hear, you're safe, he can't hurt you, you're alright, just cry. Like, things that I've previously discussed that are what I need. So my partner decides that we should go to Walmart, maybe just get out of the house because we needed to do some shopping. So I already decide that I can't listen to Disney music in the car because we always kind of have some sort of like playlist of some sort, whether it be Disney or something else in the car, like some sing along. And so I know that automatically that I can't listen to that, and I also can't listen to anything like 90s or early 2000 because there would be a chance of it being something that reminded me of my abuse. So I wanted to stay safe since I was trying to distract myself. So also I realized, well, realized that I also can't look at any DVDs, like just browse over there because there also may be a movie that would also be triggering because I'm already vulnerable. So we look at a few things, like just random, like we were thinking about a crock pot, but it's not much bigger than ours, so it's pointless. Some other like odds and ends. We decided to get coloring books and some more coloring pencils. And that's what we decided we would do when we got home, so I could also stay safe. I just wanted to share this to get it off my chest, and also to help someone else. Like, no matter how far you are in your healing, there's a possibility you're going to be triggered, and sometimes you can't control that. Like, you can't avoid every possible trigger you would ever have. It's not the best. It's not the most healthy either, but it's also that's not really it's not really reality of doing that. And you just have to, maybe when you're not triggered, you could write a list of things that might help, depending on the trigger or your triggers. Maybe at the time when you calm down, you might can think of some things that you might need, or you could record some grounding techniques or some soothing sounds, or have something that you could, like some sensory items that you would respond well to, that wouldn't be triggering. But it's okay to be triggered. It's just how you handle that. And if you let yourself feel that, you don't numb it away. I did cry enough, and I didn't hold my breath like I normally would. Also didn't like throw up from crying so hard. I was able to soothe myself with my partner's help, and it also helps if you have some support. But you could be your own support if that also may help, or if that's also something more to your reality than having a support system, because not everybody has somebody that understands. And if you do, you're blessed, because it's hard to find and it's hard to trust, especially when you've been through trauma. But I hope this helps somebody.